greens. I guess we'll do, I'm not sure how many more of these, maybe one more tomorrow, I don't know. So it's the beach, and obviously, you see the moon? Yeah, you can probably see it on the video. Alright, so just going back into disclosure energies again. It's happened to other alien beings too. Of course, they're not going to really go into all the details, but disclosure is still a hot topic that needs to be explored. We don't have much. Might as well, right? There's a lot of Pleiadian energies here. I mean, of course, there's all the other, usual suspects, I guess you could say, alien vibes. They just feel, I guess they're trying to see how this plays out with the politics, and they just want to give some people assurance that there is somebody here that is, you say that connection I had was just kind of giving an idea, you're not alone in this, and things will get better somehow, if it doesn't always show itself, but it just shows that help is here, just not going to necessarily show itself anytime soon due to, this is our world, and of course we're going to destroy it if we, we're going to do the best we can, right? Of course, politicians on it. I mean, we're learning from the politicians. We're letting them do certain things so we can expand our universe, ourselves, our, what we are, whatever that is. So, at least not everybody has to go through, but obviously quite a few. Some are doing it for entertainment purposes or just, freaking clueless or whatever, So, the alien visitation is just, doesn't mean they're going to pop up anytime soon. Of course you never know, but it's always on the table. But just to get more awareness that we're in some critical times right now. Financially, politically. I said this before. It's like, the Middle East can. I didn't say that, but the Middle East can. That's getting ready to fire up again, and Russia, they both are just candlesticks ready to burn each other, basically. So basically the TNT is ready to blow. So I can tap into the Arcturian energies and see where that goes. And I think I did the Arcturians last time. Let's play a Sirian. I can tap into some of the kind of switch around a little bit for just short ones here. It's a lot better at night than during the day, that's for damn sure. Of course, you never know what's out in the ocean. You could call it up by some kind of giant-sized turtle or whatever it might be that's in there. Anyway, they're not. I mean, obviously, there's alien presence not everywhere, but obviously they can sense. When we're tapping into them, they have to. They're taught to be that way, and we're raised to be materialistic and lost. So, wonder who has the upper hand. Okay, I'll go into the Pleiadian vibrations for. Let's go to the Sirians. I haven't heard from the Sirians for a while. We'll start there and move on from that. Start blessings. Greetings to the Sirians. Of course, there's a lot of disruption here. There's a lot of lost human energy. Humans, spend a lot of time being confused. There's no education system for the human to improve. I mean, yes, to be financially sound, maybe. But there's no, soul improvement here. And your visitation or a disclosure is, yes, always a possibility, but no one wants to do it. I mean, of course, any group can do it, but nobody really wants to really, it's like we're showing our cards, but then we kind of disappear. We show our presence, but we don't want to necessarily intervene unless you absolutely. The idea is for you to fix yourselves first. You don't need us to show up and, just get a hotel somewhere and our spaceships hovering in the sky, and now you have someone else to blame for all their problems and the savior mentalities, and which is a lot. So you don't need us to. Doesn't mean that we're not showing our presence here, but the idea is to kind of get some awareness of the consciousness, to maybe flip a couple of cards and change things a little bit. Of course, these recordings are heard by other officials, governments here and there, not the higher up. Well, it's noticed. They're not completely ignorant. But it doesn't mean that we are here to tell them what to do. Yes, we do ignore them. We don't care about their presence really. We see their ways, we see all their flaws, and they have a lot of issues, and we can see them all, because they're not trained to let go of these things and to have some peace. They're just arrogant. At least your government, even your society has a lot of issues, and some are just living off of drama. It's like their fuel is drama. Even with having no economic direction, it's drama. That's their economic powerhouse. It's soul destruction or soul manipulation. So, but as the alien frequencies, we have to just let you figure things out. But we are showing our presence because we are a bit concerned. But that's all we can do. We of course cannot go into all details. Greens, we have Pleiadians, or presence, or disclosures, or it's just to let you know that we are here. Obviously, through many messages out there, yes, but there are other alien groups that are not exactly happy with the way things are happening on your planet. Doesn't mean there has to be a complete intervention, but we are working. It just kind of just shows that yes, we are here, and yes, we can appear at any time, any place, and even vanish. We can appear and then not be here anymore. So we can make an appearance, show our love, and add some tweaks to your reality a little bit, and then not that we're going to do that. But as for us showing that ourselves to be part of society, and most likely that's one scenario that we're not trying to manifest, but it might have to happen at some point. Well, when everything else fails on your world, you have no other choice for us to be here. When all your systems are breaking down, what do you have? And you already see many. Yes, there's fixings that can be done, but there's at a point where it's unfixable. As your economy and your war in your Middle East, we can't talk too much about the whole Middle East or even your Russia. Just it's best the less we say, the better. Of course, they don't want to hear from us anyway. They have many agendas. Some just want to light the fire and just cause several world wars just because they're not getting what they want. At least those in power. They're just playing God basically. Those in power. So those are playing God, and there's not much anyone else can do. But it's not just one, and there's several. It's like a committee. It's kind of like the United Nations, but not necessarily. It's something similar to that. And it's hidden. It's not, none of them are publicly known. No. Some names might be very insignificant. Like some of these individuals are really starting to light this to cause the Middle East to implode. Yeah, some of the diplomats might be known, but most of you would never have heard of them. And if it's so insignificant, so it's like you call it the dark UN, you could say. And they're looking for resources that they could steal. And they don't care what happens to anybody, really. They only care about themselves. So we're just leave it at that. As for a positive message of us, it's just it might not be World War III, but there will be there will come to a point where yes, it's hard to go forward, where there's just nothing but blockages. So yes, you're coming up to that. It's basically, doesn't mean that we were up here right away, but it's like your world's kind of running out of options, as you can see. It's not World War III, but it is just other like society breakdowns. And you are seeing a society breakdown in some areas. Of course, that's been happening, but it's been happening more frequently recently. So it's just, you see the slow collapses around, and that just shows that your things are changing.